Hey bitches, welcome back to my channel. I'm sitting here once again with love of my life, Dustin.
Hey.
How are you doing?
I'm a little bit tired if I'm being honest right now.
I am really tired too, but we have to stay up because our friend Jen is going in for surgery. We have to take her at like 4:45 in the morning. It is currently 1:36 and we have some things to talk about that I've seen going on over on TikTok and just online in general. First, I want to start with Brittany Dawn.
Oh,
everyone
God.
out there will remember Brittany Dawn as Brittany
ages.
Dawn Fitness. She was the one that was accused of scamming a lot of her followers out of like hundreds of thousands of dollars for like these fitness plans with these meal plans, and apparently they were all like plagiarized. I don't know too much about that, but I do know that the trial is coming up for that because the state of Texas did go forward with suing her.
It's because we didn't give birth, we can't breastfeed, and our title is foster moms. Doesn't mean that foster moms aren't moms too.
You had your husband shoot your family dog instead of taking it to the vet. You exploited your followers for sales, never delivered, and ended up in a lawsuit. You exploited an unhoused man for content, raised $25,000 for him to receive drug and alcohol treatment, sent him to a free treatment facility. When he got out, came looking for the money he heard you raised for him. You blocked him. You have been a terrible digital citizen. You have been highly exploitive to other human beings. This does not mean you can exploit foster children for PR. Foster children have been through enough trauma, abuse, and exploitation.
It's so weird to me when people get into a whole bunch of drama and they're like, oh, I found God. Yeah, God is my savior.
Well, that is what she did. So since all that drama happened with her fitness plan, she has gotten married. She has found Jesus, which, hey, good for her, out there baptizing people in the pig troughs. But you would think that considering Brittany is being sued by the state of Texas, she kind of would have been on her best behavior.
You would think.
Well, it turns out she, in fact, has not. So she's hiding behind Jesus. She's telling everyone that she is a lady of the cloth now. I don't know if that's exactly how she is describing herself. But anyways, a lot of people have been calling her out over on TikTok because her and her husband have been accused of taking advantage of this homeless man. A homeless man who is an addict who they sent to a rehab center. They raised $25,000 on GoFundMe and it was supposed to like help this man get back on his feet. They were gonna get him treatment, all that kind of stuff. Well, apparently the rehab center that they sent him to was a free one. So none of that money, unless it was just like a few $100s here and there, maybe per day, so they took a little bit of it. He got out of the rehab, and obviously he wants to restart his life. They raised all this money for him.
Right.
They blocked him. They blocked him.
This is all news to me, you
Yes.
guys. I have not like kept up with this. Like I made some videos about Brittany Dawn back in the day. To see this resurgence, like
girl, they blocked him.
Messy stays messy. Like why would you do that to a homeless person?
Yes. Well, no, I'll tell you why they did it to the homeless person, because of clout. Because during this time, as they were talking about, we're gonna help this man, let's raise this money on GoFundMe, blah, 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 they were getting so many views and so many followers from that. But something that happened around the same time that they blocked him came their wedding. Their fabulous wedding that they had. And I'm not saying that they probably spent that $25,000 on that wedding or possibly their honeymoon, but the next thing that Brittany Dawn is being called out for is now that we've moved on from the homeless man that they stole that $25,000 from, we have a baby. Enter Brittany Dawn becoming a foster mother.
Okay.
And documenting this for the world and showing this like newborn baby and telling everyone like what like mistakes she's been making.
Foster mom fail of the day is pretty much becoming a daily thing at this point, so we're making lemonade out of lemons. So this morning I'm taking care of little one. Little one falls asleep on me, so I lay little one down for a nap. And I'm like, all right, we're gonna get a workout in super fast, 30 minutes, go. I finish that workout and I walk back inside. Little one is still napping and I'm like, I have my life together right now. That was sarcasm for anyone not picking up on that. As I turn the corner from the garage, all of a sudden I am hit with the smell of something burning. And then it dawns on me, I left a pot of potpourri burning on the stove without water. The effort was there, and honestly, the effort is what counts, right? Yes.
And a lot of people are like, the only reason that you want this child because reunification is supposed to always be the goal, but she's literally telling people, she's dreading the fact that this mother is gonna get the child back one day.
The Lord had to literally confirm something so quickly for me. And ever since January 2nd of this year, we have stepped out in faith. We immediately got plugged into an agency after we found one, started doing the training, stewarded the Lord, what the Lord had given us. And now I am sitting here in December of the same year. If God has asked you to do something, step out in faith.
He has. He's called me the work that I do now, where I advocate for exploited children, I wonder if that agency you got hooked up with knows that you're using that baby for content. You said you went to all the trainings. You must have missed the day where they told you you're not allowed to post foster children on social media. And this shit right here where you keep saying reunification is always the goal, and if you're in it for any other reason, you're in it for the wrong reason. You're literally copy and pasting the comments of the foster and adoptee community who've been saying this to you since you started exploiting this foster baby. You may have the indoctrinated Christian community fooled, but deconstructed Christians and everybody else can see exactly what you're doing. And it is painfully on brand of you to exploit that baby and say it's in the name of God. Be for real. You've been actively exploiting people for so long that the patterns are not just recognizable, but identifiable. There is a long list of people who should never be foster parents. Brittany Dawn's on it.
That's so weird to me. As someone that was adopted, and I was a foster child first, but obviously I was adopted within my family. It's really gross for people to like capitalize on that, in my opinion.
Yes.
Like the fact, like you do things like that, like if you want to share your story, if you're into it and stuff, that's one thing, but like to be a social media influencer that has this shady, sordid background, to do that, it just seems very opportunistic. It seems gross. It seems capitalistic because she's trying to make money off of it.
Well, I also heard that like one of the rules of being a foster parent is that you're not supposed to take any like images of the child. You're not supposed to make any videos with the child, and you're definitely not supposed to post that on social media. Considering that there is a mother out there. Brittany Dawn was getting called out also because she kind of like released some personal details about who the mother is and like what her situation is as to why Brittany now has the foster child.
You know what this is? Scumbaggery.
This is scumbaggery.
She's a scumbag.
This is scumbaggery. This is doing anything for views, in my opinion.
That is like, it's the fact that I have seen a few of the TikToks, but like I said, I haven't kept up with this. Like, it's always like, I'm filled with the Holy Ghost. There's one TikTok.
That's probably a fart.
Where she's talking, like I saw a TikTok of her as well, talking about like, oh, I'm gonna sue all these people.
Oh, yes.
I'm gonna like send me all the screenshots. Like, sue for what, girl?
Girl,
worry about your court case.
That was the new thing that was like over in her Instagram story. She was thanking God and thanking like everyone out there for sending in the videos, the clips, the comments, just anything that's been said negative about her online, because God has made it so that she can go after all these people and she can sue them.
I have literally no chill, and
Like,
I
for
will
what?
always have smoke for any of these people that are opportunistic and they use like religion as a way to do that. After Nick's mother passed away, like it became like so real to me, the fact that she was giving like thousands of dollars to these people and they would send like piles upon piles of mail, like just asking for money. Like, it's so gross that churches in this country are not taxed, and I don't give a how you feel about it. Like, churches should be taxed.
They really
There should
should
be separation between church and state. And I think it's bullshit that people like Joel Osteen get to live the life that they live using and capitalizing off of religion. It's f***ing gross that people like that have Ferraris, helicopters, like multi-million dollar mansions, like 14 bathrooms and stuff.
Which
like,
one was the one that the pastor who he bought like Tyler Perry's old plane?
I don't know.
It's the one, Copeland?
Kenneth Copeland.
The one that's like,
yeah, he's
19.
He blew, like, then you have people like Peter Popoff, like,
was it? No, was
sending
it
out
Peter?
the little drops of water.
Was
like,
it Peter Popoff?
COVID-19.
So I myself will always have smoke for anyone that likes to do that type of shit. They manipulate people with religion. They force them into doing things like that. Who was that preacher that the pastor that had the big hair that passed away? Like, we watched that.
Oh, Shamlin.
Yeah, Gwen Shamblin.
Oh my God! If you guys have not seen that documentary, go watch it.
Her hair was literally filled with lies.
It was
That's
getting
her
bigger.
hair got bigger with every lie.
Every lie.
I swear to God.
Every year it just got out there.
It's
closer
so
to God.
like
Closer
it's
to God.
very gross to me.
Well, I just don't understand what Brittany Dawn is going to be suing people out here for, because all they do is report on what she is literally doing. Which attorney was the one that took this on, knowing that she has this case with the state of Texas and what that entails? Like, there is so much like documented proof of her actually scamming her followers. It's crazy.
Like, honestly, this lawsuit with the state, I hope they pull her through the ringer, because it's what she deserves. The fact that she's now doing this with a child that's a foster child.
She actually did just post this on her stories. It says, "This was me real-time processing the phone call I had just gotten. I will document these moments to show the beautiful and the hard. One thing I will not do is act like foster care is sunshine and rainbows. It is not. It is hard. It's something, whatever. We got a phone call saying that the child, we have to say goodbye and only have a few hours left as the time counts down. It can be heavy, but God's glory surrounds you in every waking moment of it. I will do this again and again and again. If the child is safe with us temporarily, what an honor it is to step in, love little ones when they need. So the child is no longer with them, but we also don't know if the child reunited with the mom or it just got a different placement.
Anyone that preys on like vulnerable people, because obviously when you're in like the fitness industry, there are a lot of people looking up to that and admiring that and saying, that's exactly how I want to look. How can I achieve that? So the fact that she was turning around and giving these like false hopes with these calories that were like, girl, like what were you eating, a crouton? So since she literally took people's hard-earned money and scammed them and gave them this false like hope out there, I think she's a disgusting person. That's
she
flat
set
out
unrealistic expectations for these people and then took their money. Like I remember that there were people like upset and crying over this because they were her followers and they spent their last bit of money to do this. That always upsets me when I see people that are influencers taking the last bit of money from people because people want to support you.
So moving on from that, Mikayla is once again getting talked about, but this time it's because Mikayla is defending herself over on her Instagram story. Mikayla has finally had enough, but she has not had enough about the mascara though. The mascara, it's still like mum's the word, you're not going to hear anything about it. So maybe she's deflecting with this. Like maybe this is why she posted this to her Instagram story, because there are a lot of fake accounts out there about like every influencer, every creator. People are always trying to scam in some way, but people have been making fake accounts of Mikayla and going underneath her comment section or just other people's comment section and like saying not so nice things to people, because the one that Mikayla posted to her Instagram story.
Now this, I'm not saying that Mikayla did this, but that would honestly be a brilliant idea if you think about it, to get the heat off of her, because anybody that uses social media, they know that there's a check mark there. Like on YouTube we have check marks, so I mean it would be kind of brilliant for her to like just make a fake account and be like, you bitch.
Well, they should also know that her last name does not have 2 I's in it if they are an actual fan of Mikayla. Not a fan in that way, like watching her content, and I know that it doesn't. Someone said, I just seen this video and it looks like you had a wonderful time. Much deserved, beautiful lady. So I'm assuming that this is probably from that Wyoming trip that she just got back from, where she totally ignored Jeffree Star. left him on red, and you know that Jeffree was bothered by that.
He was seething, girl. He was probably so mad.
Seething. I think that he's gonna continue to shade her now because of that.
I'm here for it.
At every given moment. He's probably gonna have like a mascara launch. There's probably gonna be some shade thrown. It's gonna be great. So a fake account commented underneath that and said, you don't matter to me though, so your opinion is invalid. That's not very nice. That's not nice.
That isn't nice, but like these people, when they see this, they have to know that it's not her. It literally only takes you clicking on the profile of the person that left a comment to figure out that it's not Mikayla Nogueira.
This was a quick screenshot. Wait a goddamn minute now. Hold the fuck up. Okay, wait a minute. I'm zooming in on this because this screenshot that Mikayla showed of this, I'm calling tea and shade on this. It was taken, the screenshot, 18 seconds after that person left the comment. And she left it in there. Y'all see? What? Y'all will see when I put the screenshot up, but because then you see that she posted it with the like caption here. Okay,
so devil's advocate.
No.
I hate to be an advocate for the devil, but maybe somebody that did that posted it and Mikayla saw it and screenshotted it. Maybe that's what happened.
No, I don't think so. So what Mikayla said back to this on her Instagram was, I just want to make people aware of this. There have been dozens of accounts made appearing to be me, leaving really, really awful comments back to people on my videos. They are tricking people to believe it is me in order to start a wildfire. Please be aware of this, and I'm sorry this is happening. I report and block as often as I see, but sometimes I miss things. Did you not miss that it was screenshot 18 seconds ago? That would be a very fast like screenshot to get a comment like that.
That's what I'm saying. Like there's no way she would have seen that in the thousands of comments that she gets. With the amount of subscribers I have, if like I reply to a comment, it's always at least minutes later, because like comments fill up really quick for me. I know they fill up fast for her.
Oh, for sure.
How would she do that within 18 seconds?
Well, no, but wait, let's talk about this too, because that was taken 18 seconds. The original comment was a day before.
That?
Shady boots, Mikayla. I don't know if I believe you here. You know, I was kind of like feeling a little some sort of type of way. Like this is really mean that people are doing this to Mikayla. But now that I'm looking that was 18 seconds?
That's a good catch. You're an OG drama channel. I don't think that somebody would have sent that to her.
Well, who sent it to her? The person that left the comment?
I mean,
so they commented
it would have had to have been. What's going on here is it's either Mikayla or it's somebody that's pretending to be her friend, leaving comments and then screenshotting them and sending them to her. That's tea.
There was this lady named Maya. She goes by Look Up Lashes. You know who I'm talking about. I used to watch her live streams all the time. If you all needed a... I'll do a video on Maya sometime. But she was getting a lot of hate over on TikTok because, you know, she was always nodding out, that kind of thing. She made a fake profile of her daughter, like of her child, trashed her daughter on it, took a screenshot, because she made a TikTok, this whole thing, and it was behind her on the green screen. It was the stupidest thing. Like, girl, you told on yourself. Literally behind her, it was a picture of the account, and it said edit profile. The edit profile, the red button on TikTok was there, bitch. Like how could you be so dumb? Like, how could you be so dumb?
You know what it's giving when people do this? Did you see the news? It was maybe a week or two ago. This woman was like literally trolling her daughter and her daughter's friends, and then her daughter found out it was her. Yeah. And they arrested her for that. And they're like they're trying to press felonies on her for trolling her own daughter. Like, people are trolling their own kids for clout on the internet. So, I mean, the fact that that says 18 seconds is wild to me, Mikayla. Like, that really truly needs to be addressed. Like that, like I said, I think it would be brilliant, but that was before I seen that. So that really does, like, it makes me question.
Okay, but is the 18 seconds left there like half like that because she wants people to talk about something else other than the lashes? Because here we are, Mikayla.
I need clarification.
I need clarification. I need reassurance. I need it. That definitely says 18 seconds ago.
It does. On a comment that was left a day ago, like, you know what this is giving?
Lies.
Well, yeah, but it's giving Jaclyn Hill.
Jaclyn Hill is getting dragged on social media still, and I have been asked to talk about this several times, and I was just kind of like, is this like really a thing? Is this what Jaclyn Hill, in my opinion, is using to get the attention off the bankruptcy?
You're gonna talk about Puss Puss.
I'm gonna talk about Puss Puss. That poor cat. As someone who is from Florida, I know how cold it gets outside there at this time of year. Yeah. I know for a fact, like, I'm out here in Texas, and there are stray cats in the back. And it's cold, by the way. Cold. We just had a freaking ice storm. I'm out there trying to find a cat in the ice storm because it was drinking out of the pool. Yeah. Like, that's how much I don't want a cat outside during these temperatures. So the fact that Jaclyn Hill allegedly stole this cat.
I did see that there was an Instagram post by Jaclyn where she like had it like checked for a chip.
She went to the vet.
There was somebody saying that it was chipped.
A lot of people are saying go to the vet, see if it's chips. That's someone's cat. It looked like it was very well groomed. It looked like it was very put together. And somebody responded and said that it was their cat.
Well, what's crazy about it is, like, Jaclyn lives in a very like upscale part of town on an island, girl. The person that owns that cat can't be too far away.
Well, it's just interesting to me that this all came out and was being talked about around the time this bankruptcy was being talked about as well, and Jaclyn was trying to deflect. So you're going to the links of talking about a cat, a stray cat.
Above all that, above the like bankruptcy and everything, it's the fact for me that she still will not address Koze.
That's right. That was going on at that time as well. How could I forget about Koze and the stolen brand?
Like, I don't understand how Jaclyn is so like out of touch with her followers. She knows about the Koze situation. It's literally still every single comment or every other comment. People are like, are you gonna address Kaylin Nicholson and Koze?
No.
Like, Jaclyn Hill at this point will do anything to get away from drama, but address it. Like, she was so quick to address everything with those lipsticks. Not really. It took how long? You would think she would at least address people accusing her of stealing the name of her brand.
In Jaclyn's defense, because I have to play the devil advocate now for Jaclyn.
Oh, we're advocating for the devil now.
It takes a
real devil.
No, wait. It takes a very long time probably to come up with a lie. Like, you have to try to come up with some certain type of lie to tell your audience so you can try to get away from it. Okay. And I think that's what happened.
You know how long it took Mikayla?
Oh, it took her 18 seconds to try to prove that people are making these fake accounts for her over on social media. Oh my God. I can't believe that still.
I'm honestly shocked by that. Like, there is no explanation for her to have that screenshot other than someone sending it to her that took that screenshot, that left the comment, or it's Mikayla. Yeah. Well, it has to be one of the two. There's no in between.
I'm just saying that I probably think that it's Mikayla. I have to say that, because 18 seconds, it says the amount of comments that were on this were 3,230.
And it was left 18 seconds ago, and she has a screenshot of it. It's not, the math is not math in Mikayla. And we went to Target today, and I looked, they don't have none of that L'Oreal telescopic.
They don't. It was still sold out. It was the one thing in the L'Oreal makeup section that was sold out.
Yep,
it was. And I even looked like if there were any like laying around the other mascaras.
We were digging around.
Wasn't.
So yeah, it apparently takes Jaclyn Hill weeks to come up with her lies, and Mikayla's faster than her.
Because Mikayla is the new Supreme.
And that's the upgrade.
Jaclyn is fading.
She's a little bit more speedy.
Mikayla's here. Younger model. Jaclyn has said that she's just so worried for this younger generation, so she has confirmed to everyone that she's old. Well, maybe when Jaclyn comes back to posting on her YouTube channel, you know, that'll be time for a new launch. We'll get a Jaclyn's journey. Maybe she'll just pavement stomp her way over there to explaining about Koze.
I think that when Jaclyn comes back, it's probably going to be an Amazon video. Because I was talking to someone, I'm not going to reveal too much on who it was, but they are an affiliate with Amazon, right? And apparently with Amazon, when you're an affiliate, they send you like either a weekly or like they send you a report so often of how much your stuff is. Apparently, Jaclyn Hill, it comes out right after that email, she'll start posting a whole bunch of stuff on Instagram from Amazon to boost that. And that might be something that I'm going to have to talk about because I had never thought about that before, but that is so shady. So she starts posting when she knows it's about time for the month to end.
Makes sense. Well, to be completely honest, I don't think that we're ever going to hear about Koze. I think it's just going to be everybody commenting about it. Everyone knows that Jaclyn Hill is shady for that. I'm sure the next business that Jaclyn launches is going to be a ripoff of someone else.
What's so funny about Jaclyn and all of this, I was going back through some of my old videos because I want to like rehash some stuff. And I called Jaclyn out, I think I said, and it's either August or April, probably August of 2020. I said at that time that I thought that the brand was not her own. And for me to be proven right, like what, 2 years later, like I'm ecstatic about that. Like I have been right about Jaclyn so far. And I think that her next move is coming back. She's gonna make an Amazon video. She's not gonna address anything and then she's gonna go into some kind of launch. I don't know if it's gonna be with Koze. I would highly suggest against that because if she posts a video about Koze, people are gonna tear her apart. I think she's gonna have a Jaclyn Roxanne launch.
Does she even talk about Jaclyn Roxanne anymore?
She does. I think she was talking about it on Instagram the other day because she was linking like jewelry and stuff.
Blessed be aluminum.
Rhodium.
Rhodium. The highest quality rhodium.
Laminated rhodium.
Oh my gosh. The fact that she tried to tell people that rhodium was like above certain things.
Jaclyn Roxanne is the only jewelry that you can buy where they'll pick you clean and turn you green.
But let's not forget that Jaclyn Roxanne was wrapped in controversy as well. Before it was even like launched for everyone, she copied all of those designs.
Yeah, Melinda Maria.
Yeah. Yes. And I remember her showing that on her Instagram, and I remember her finding like jewelry on Amazon and like linking that as well.
It was in an Amazon haul.
Yes, that was her favorite. And then later on, here she is.
That's all it ever is with Jaclyn. She has no original ideas. Like I've talked about a million times. Like Face Master with Gabby Rose, she tried to take that name from her. Like there is nothing that Jaclyn Hill has put out that has ever really truly been original and authentic to her. It's always a ripoff of something else. It's always something that she's taken inspiration from that really wasn't inspiration. She just copied it and duped it, like the face oil. Like the list goes on. Like there's so many different things about Jaclyn that are shady, and I feel like Mikayla's following right in her footsteps, especially with the comment like this, because you know Jaclyn Hill always uses mental health just like Mikayla does, and I think that's where she learned it. Mikayla was probably sitting there thinking, oh, I'm gonna do this because Jaclyn probably told me to. You know, I'm telling
you. Got her bug. Like, what is Jaclyn's scandal number 4? Let me just look.
I'm telling you, that's how they do. Like they sell, and then weaponize their mental health against people because people obviously don't want people to like mentally struggle. They're just mental leeches. Like they're just psychic vampires. They suck the energy out of
It's
everybody.
like a cycle, to be completely honest.
It's really, truly gross.
It is. So with that said, everyone, that is it for this video. We hope that you did enjoy it.
It's a lot.
That was fun.
It's a lot.
That was fun. We hope that you really did enjoy it.
That was kind of cathartic getting all that out.
Good.
Thank you for listening.
I'm glad. Leave us a tomato emoji down below if you've made it this far in the video, and we will see you guys all in the next one. Bye.